came out. Well, look who came out. Hi, Coco. What do we have out here? We have a kitty. Hi, Mr. Cat. You want to come inside? He's like, yeah. Yeah, Mindy, let me in. Hello there. You can just walk on in like you own the place. You want your breakfast. He's like, I don't want crunchies. I want my breakfast. What's this? Oh, you found Coco's breakfast. You found Coco's breakfast. Well, look who found a new spot to hang out. Like the plants? Like the plants? Good morning. So I just got back from the gym, fed Mr. Cat, and the landscapers have started in the front yard yesterday. And they started on the pavers for the grassy area. Not too sure how I feel about this. I didn't really want a square. I wanted more of like a irregular shape. So I don't know. They still have to do this area here. I'm gonna ask them if they can curve it so it goes with the walkway. So I had a hard time sleeping last night. I don't know, this always happens to me. Maybe I just don't communicate what I want. And people kind of just do what they want. I probably should have said something when I saw them making the straight lines, like the square like that. But I asked the guy if the edges are going to be straight or curved, and he's like, oh, they're going to be curved. And they're obviously not. He probably meant the corners are curved, not the actual lines. So I'll put in some photos of what I thought it was going to look like. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe it'll turn out all right, I guess. Once we put the rock and the trees in, maybe it'll blend in nicely. I'm probably just making a big deal out of nothing, you know, it's just a yard. Who cares? Just put something in so it's not weeds. And I'm not gonna be living here full time, so it's really not a big deal. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, they do good work. It's just not what I envisioned for the house. I mean, it's a whole lot better than what anybody else has on the street. Like all my neighbors just have rock and like some overgrown trees and bushes. Trying to tell myself to chill out. There's more important things to worry about. I guess it's just the graphic designer in me. I always have like this vision of what I want something to look like, and when it doesn't turn out like that, I get upset and frustrated. And then I just want to throw the whole thing away and start over. But sometimes you just gotta work with what you're getting. I don't know, I mean, you can always change it later, I guess. I just did some rearranging in the sale area. Today I need to work on pricing items. I think we're gonna have a sale this weekend, so I need to get going on that. I moved the tools into the living room area just so I can keep an eye on them when people are looking. And so I just put the home goods over in the dining area. And I think I'm gonna open up the kitchen just because there's no place else to put this green chair and this piece of furniture. So I'm just gonna have the kitchen open. I have some dishes over there on the counter I'm selling, and I'll just leave these cleaning supplies here because I don't really have anywhere else to put them. So I'll just leave the kitchen area open. People can walk through that. And I just kind of lean stuff up against the walls here. I'm gonna be closing all these doors except for this one, which is the one that has the baskets. And I just put some home goods in here along with that computer desk. So that's gonna be the sale area. Yesterday when I was trying to price some of the tools, it's just really hard because they were my dad's tools and he bought them because he was going to build a house for us and he just never got around to it. So they're all really nice tools, like most of them he never even used. And I thought, oh, well, these are nice, I'll keep them, but really, what am I going to do with them? I mean, I'm not going to build a house. I'm going to build something, maybe. I mean, I'm kind of crafty like that. So I'm still kind of debating in my head what to do with the tools. Some of them are just really old, and I have newer versions of them, so I don't have a problem getting rid of the old stuff. I guess it's just mainly the newer tools that are basically new in box. And I know people are going to want to buy them for, you know, $5 when you go to the store and you need to pay $200 to $300. So I'm kind of disheartened about that. God, this is really hard. Just going through your parents' stuff and just brings back so many memories and experiences and, you know, things they were going to do that they never got to. And I just wish they were here so they could finish all these projects. But I just gotta move forward. You know, they're not coming back. They're not gonna build a house. So I just gotta make the best decision I can with what I have right now. I guess I'm just mainly concerned about the landscaping. I just hope everything turns out all right. I just tend to worry about things way too much, and everything just turns out fine. And the landscapers just pulled up. All right, perfect timing. All right, so I talked to the landscapers and said I wanted the front, or one of the patches of grass closest to the front door. I mentioned I wanted it curved so it matches the walkway, and he's like, oh, okay, no problem. So, that went well. Now I'm like constantly looking out the window, making sure that he's doing it because he tends to forget things. So I just have a lot of anxiety right now while they're working outside. So I don't feel like I can just rest or do anything because I'm constantly on edge. So I've just been doing some pricing. I'm just really dreading pricing the tools. It's just so hard. It's just hard. Like there's this nail gun, like brand new. I don't even think he even used it. And there's all these tow hitches that I'm not sure which one he had on the van. He had one of them. And I just remember this is all the times he would tow my car when it broke down, and he towed it to where I was going to college so I could drive around the college so I could drive it there. Then he towed it back, and it's just so many memories of him just doing things for me, and I'm just so appreciative of everything he did for me. He really went above and beyond the call of a dad. He was just so selfless and put other people before himself. Now I'm starting to tear up. I'm sorry. And just seeing all his tools here, it's just so hard. Because I just wish he was here. And there's this, I don't know what they're called, like a polisher. Like you just put like a buffing wheel on the end of that. And I remember he let me borrow it. He let me borrow it when I first started making jewelry because I needed to polish the silver. Eventually I bought one because I needed 2 wheels, one on each side. But this brings back memories of just making jewelry. And his scroll saw, table saw. I think he bought that for my mom when she wanted to make miniature dollhouse furniture. Then here's another nail gun he never used. And his chainsaw. And his jigsaw. And the belt sander. Jumper cables when he would come rescue me when my car battery died. So it's been pretty slow going pricing the tools. I'm just having a hard time here. But I still have a few days for the sale, so I can sleep on it a few times and decide what price I want to put on them. Or I'll just keep them all, which is not a logical solution. I would never use a chainsaw. Those things scare me. Sorry for the noise outside. It's the landscapers. They're cutting the pavers. So where was I? It's just not logical for me to keep all these tools. Like I would never use them, and some of them are just so old. I wouldn't even know how to use them. I'll probably just end up hurting myself. But it's just so hard to get rid of them. Like, just trying to separate the tool from the memory. And I know I can take pictures of them and I have video, but it's just not the same as the actual item. Now I'm just rambling. And I know I'm going to have a hard time at the sale because when somebody buys a tool and they walk out the door, I feel like a piece of my dad is walking out the door, but I know that's not true. It's just my brain not being able to separate the item from the memory. So I'm just gonna take it easy today. I'll just get through as much as I can. So I'm just kind of taking my time here, trying to get Coco to come out of her bed. She came out a little bit this morning. But that's the update for now, and I'll check back in later. Alright, so here's an updated version of what they got done today. I asked them to curve it with the walkway and they didn't do it. Oh no. But they put in the rest of the gravel in the front yard. There's where the grass is gonna go. And all this is gonna be grass. Well, I guess nothing's perfect. Probably nobody even notices those little nuances but me, but I'm very detailed, so things like that bother me. But I guess that's life. Like I said, if I was living here full time, I'd probably make more of a fuss, but since I'm not, I don't know, I guess we'll just let it go. I'm just glad that something's getting put in so I don't have to pay to have weeds cut every month. I guess my ideal landscape would just be grass everywhere with lots of trees and shrubs because I like greenery, I like grass, so that's what I would do if I just could do whatever I want, but grass just isn't feasible here. It's too dry, it's too much upkeep. You have to mow it every week or 2 weeks, and you have to install a sprinkler system, and I've had those before and they always break, and so I was just kind of stuck putting in rock. I just don't care for rock. It's not very inviting. Not a place I want to walk on or sit or lounge around in. I mean, who wants to sit on rock and have a picnic? I mean, grass is so much more inviting. But that's, well, I guess I just have to deal with the area I live in and the type of landscaping that our weather permits. So, just need to move to an area that's more wet and grass is much more common, I guess. I guess I'm just upset that I just had to put in rock because there's really no other choice. And I just getting kind of tired of being here. I still have 2 more days for the sale, and I'm still having a hard time pricing the tools. I don't know what it is. I just can't bring myself to do it. But I know it has to get done. So I'm really anxious to have the sale this weekend and see some more stuff move out of the house. It's just kind of a hurry up and wait thing right now, I guess. I guess I'm also just disappointed that I had this blank slate of a piece of property to landscape and I can do whatever I want. And that my creative juices flow and it's just not really going the way I wanted. I don't know, I feel like I kind of messed up the property, which I know sounds stupid and I'm just overanalyzing everything right now. I'm sure it'll all be fine once it gets done, and if it's just a worst case scenario, I can always have it redone if I want to spend the money. But I think if I just plant some more shrubs and things, it'll cover up the stuff I don't like. So, well, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just fussing about nothing. I tend to do this a lot. But that's it for today, so I'll see you tomorrow.